Where am I now? This is my life. Lost on a road with no one to ask for directions, no map, and certainly no signs. A road that takes me to a new place every day, but always ends at the same place. Everything looks the same, but I can sense a subtle change every day. An out of place rock, a new flower, an old tree, a face I know but cannot remember, a life that wasn't there yesterday. I wonder what lies at the end of it. Will it take me to a new place, or it's just another trip? It's such a cruel thing to happen, traveling on the same mundane road every day. The people are no help. It's as if they can't understand what I'm seeing. Everyone's always in a hurry, as if they know where they're going, as if they've found a way out of this iterating hell. How can they not notice their cyclic existence? It's as if they are waiting for something to rescue them from their redundant life. I think I'll walk today. It's a beautiful
It's a
day.
beautiful day. How long has it been so? Isn't it all just one long, beautiful day with the sun and the moon incessantly hiding and seeking each other in perpetual love? In a sort of monotonous turn of events, beginning before even time knew it exists and redesigns the most monumental of things, the sun, the moon, the speck of smokes, down to the quarks, it was all stillness. Time is, in fact, not change. Time is the infinitely serene, almost sacred period while the frog stares at the fly before it dexterously yanks it in its mouth. Time is a widow's entire life to come. Time is waiting. Waiting as if your life depended on it. Waiting while a succession of thoughts rummages through your brain as if dusting the unused corner of a library that needs some going through. And then before you know it, this succession of thoughts plagues your brain to the point that when you emerge out of it, you find the weight waiting for you like a bride. If all the sounds ever produced had the same pitch, you wouldn't be able to tell the laughter of a happy couple in the peak of their quasi-interminable love life from the rant of the runt of a pig dying away of appendicitis in a hut while it's raining outside. Waiting is not knowing when to stop running. Waiting is in the wailing belly of a woman in her menses. Waiting is in the grail in the king's hands before the clink permits the courtiers to begin. Waiting is not a secret. Waiting is a thing not told. Waiting is a plate of dinner gone cold. Killed by a vulture in the park. No, not good.
Excuse me. Do you come here often? That was weird.
Where am I now? Well, what does it matter? All these roads end up at the same place anyway. The same destination, a culmination into nothingness. Why struggle against the inevitable? Nothing you do will change anything. You can struggle against the current, cut through the wind, scale the mountains, but in the end they just remain the cliches they are. What's the point of proving your worth when there is no one to prove it to? Yes, people around you will be happy. They will applaud your efforts, commemorate your victory, and you will live for those short few seconds before all of it fades into obscurity. The bruises and the scars will be the only reminders, and ironically the ones you will try to hide from everyone. Why not flow with the current, bend with the wind, and just admire the mountain and then walk around it? Isn't it more easier? Or will the physical scars be replaced by a psychological blotch? A blotch of shame and humiliation? Why should the road you take matter when all of us are going to the same place? What if you have no choice in the matter? Maybe our roads are already predestined. Maybe we are all just puppets controlled by a string that is hidden by the illusion of free will. Our decisions, choices, instincts, even the proverbial extrasensory cut, nothing but the tugs and pulls of a string. Maybe we are just rats in a maze, an experiment of a mad sadistic scientist. You certainly aren't in the driver's seat. Isn't it better to then just lay back and enjoy the drive? Rather than fight for the wheel and end up crashing somewhere you don't want to be. But how does it matter as long as
we're happy?
I know, baby, but it'll be good for both of us in the long run.
You and your stupid old age desktop. See, no, I can't figure it out.
You just have to look where the cursor goes. Come here, I'll tell you. I've told you so many times.
So have I. Then why do you get to?
Let's down! You're wearing half sleeves again.
I wasn't planning to go out, and it's
Oh,
hot.
you were not planning to go out. How ingenious of you. Or should I say clever? How do you plan to hide those bruises when someone asks you, huh?
I won't, please.
Oh, Mrs. Nair, have you seen Laura lately? Oh, those bruises. Her husband must be a monster. Poor child. Poor child.
Sagar, I don't have any intention. Please.
Don't you dare talk back to me, bitch. I don't fucking care what your intention was. You don't boss around me in my house. I should have listened to my mother. At least, I wouldn't have been stuck with a retard for a wife.
Right. You should have listened to her. Probably be happier with your mother. The series of sluts she'd provide you with.
What did you say? You just called my mother a slut?
Sagar, look, that's not what I said. Listen to me. Sagar, listen to me. Just wait.
Wait, Laura, what are you doing? Wait, no, Laura, no!
Here we go again. Why am I the only one plagued by these thoughts? Look at these people, clamoring and bumping into each other. Why am I the only one who is aware of the futility of their efforts? Are they really that blind? Maybe I am different. Maybe I am the only one who is going around in circles. Or maybe I am the only one who can see through the illusion, who can see the world for what it is. A maze filled with rats that have been conditioned to do the same thing again and again. And it is an intelligent design too. A rat who doesn't conform is ostracized by the others. There's no need for an external force to keep the wheels turning. When did humanity lose sight of its humanity? What if one just wants to survive, just wants to live? Enjoy the little things that are so often lost in the pursuit of the worldly trinity: power, fame, and money. The world prides itself on this soulless way of life, oblivious to the monotony it has succumbed to. There's nothing so tedious.
There's nothing so tedious in life as living it. The hardships in life far outweigh the benefits, potential or otherwise. Most people spend a majority of their life trying to get somewhere, trying to beat the odds, trying to become. Life is nothing but a long drawn out battle with infinitesimally small periods of bliss. But even then, it's a bliss that is surrounded by the bits and pieces that you've lost in the battle. A life completely and utterly defined by your struggles and conflicts. And they say it's a good life.
Another one? The one thing you do, Ishi, and that too. How hard is it to finish it for a change? I talked to Indra today. She told me that what's his name? Nadeem. No.
Nadir.
Nadir, yes. He's publishing a book by the end of this month. A compilation of works by unknown writers. And he's interested in your writings. I told her you'd be the...
I can't, Amma. Why don't you let it go?
Then how long is this going to go on? I'm not going to live forever, am I? I could also do the same, no? I could also run away and hope to die in peace. Do you see me doing that? When are you going to put an end to this?
Dinner's ready.
This is tiring. No, it's boring and tiring. There has to be a road that leads me out of this place. I've already tried them all. I've tried every permutation and every combination. What if I just stand here, not moving till everything crumbles to dust? Or will I be the first one to go? Or will I be forced to move, pulled by the string? What if there is no pull? Does it mean this is my destiny? To stand in this spot for eternity? Am I really the one making the choice here? Maybe I should just keep moving. Is this a boon? To be the only one able to perceive the truth? To be able to view the world as an outsider? Maybe it's my curse. To walk on the same road till the end of time, sentient but important. To live a life destined to reach the same place over and over again. A dead end. I remember the fleeting breeze. I remember the faintest sound. I remember the rocky road, the one that's homeward bound. I remember the tangy scent, the taste of salt on my tongue. I remember the songs from my childhood, the ones that are so happily sung. I remember the wavy branches and the taste of the mangoes they bear. I remember my mother's loving voice and my father's fingers as they ruffle my hair. I remember my sunlit house and the values that shaped it. I remember calling it my home and the beliefs that made it. I remember venturing into the unknown, leaving but not knowing where to go. But now I cannot find my way back home. I'm lost in a world I know.